only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
No, I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak can tell me. Or Thunder's drum.
Probably lucky.
Might be worth a shot.
Bandits are cowards. They don't...
Deep din, silenced by rising waters.
Stay out of our way, Outlander. We have enough worries.
These things that killed our hunters, how many of them have already fought to the cut?
No more music. Flood saw to that.
I remember the Red Raids, Outlander. I know what outsiders bring to the cut.
Water lapping on the old stone. That's a sound to sleep to, not live to. Oh, I'm glad my father isn't around. It would torment him to see his legacy drowned.
Mourn the dead, but always know failure to survive is still a failure.
Did the nukes survive and prevail?
Outlanders. You spend a week in the cut, then go home to tell your friends how tough you are.
One thing you can say about these new machines, they will challenge us.
Sakuli thinks she's so clever. Why can't she just answer a question about her painting directly?
Don't get yourself killed.
Our struggles don't concern you, Outlander.
We'll retake Stone Bandits. One challenge.
Yeah, you.
Can smell the new day on the wind.
Don't get yourself killed.
Our hands are full, Outlander. We don't have time to show you around.
The new machines cannot be upgraded.
I asked Sakuli which story she was painting, and she said all stories. What is this?
Come on. Trust these instincts. I've never known one of her paintings this.
Stay safe if you can.
I will not allow myself to be forgotten.
Don't bother hunting tall necks. You can't kill them, even if they're stuck in a sheet of ice.
The Daemon wants to turn the machines against us. We have to believe.
After all the Mad Sun King put us through, we were meant to trust the Culture now?
Outlanders. You spend a week in the cut, then go home to tell your friends how tough you are.
We will not bow.
These lands are harsh. We need to stay vigilant. We'll end up frozen.
Stay out of our way, Outlander. We have enough worries.
Sakuli is reckless, but I suppose she can afford to be with talent like that.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander. I suppose you wish to speak?
Ourea knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last, until the Karja seek war again.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Did your Werak come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the Daemon. But I was born here, and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
Strange images, odd stories. Why can't you only paint normal things, like triangles? Remaining strong, I hope.
Recall that the blue light glows behind everything. It guides us through the thickest darkness.
You spends all day up on that scaffold, spreading paint across the stone.
The blue light can guide your work in a very way, as it did the frozen tonic.
Frozen tonic, Iceland.
Next, the
The
Frost.
Frost figures claimed that Tallneck, just to claim any hunter arrogant enough to go in unprepared.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind.
Deep in,
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood.
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Laolai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place, and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Carja. I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
Good luck talking to Sakumi about the painting. I can...
No more music.
And for just a moment, before life left, Banakai knew the truth. And she... We remember Banakai. The first brought the machine.
Shamans. The blue light will show us the way to defeat the Daemon's new machines. I've never traveled further south than the Gravehorde. In the old days, the Mad Sun King made doing so impossible.
Quite a view you've got up here.
It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs news stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew. But a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen.
Have you always been a painter?
I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Ban-Ur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but,
You want to know what they mean. That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are called to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
Do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward. But I'd reward you as well.
You've chosen a poor time to visit the cut, Outlander.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small. It was she who led us through the frozen... wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe who delight...
Just topple over and crush whoever's foolish enough to be near it.
Okay, if I want to learn more about
When
how this
Sakuli's
demon
finished,
affects the machines,
you'll be able to see her
I've got to find
painting
Maria.
anywhere.
To do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
Outlander, wait a moment. That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal. going down fast. Looks good. So they will. There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something the old ones built. Stocking up.
The magnificent American black bear. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
You never even felt the cold, did you? If he hadn't preserved you, would anyone even know you'd disappeared?
I hate to interrupt.
Oh, Yes. Hello, an outlander at the Shrine of Forgotten Beasts. Welcome. I'm Enjuk.
Aloy. The Shrine of what?
When the old world still breathed, a great man built a tiny totem to this beast and stored the visage inside. When the totem was placed on the pedestal, the animal is painted onto the empty air, and the beast lives again. Well, almost.
There are 7 pedestals. Where are the other 6 figurines?
I found this one in the wilds. Remembered the indentations in the pedestals here, and saw how they matched the base of the totem. But as you say, it's one of 7, isn't it? The great Montana recreations must have made more, but time has scattered them.
So these totems... the images they show are of animals that no longer exist. They're gone, like the old ones.
So it seems. To think such magnificent creatures are lost to us, that we never even knew they were here. We rely as much on beasts as we do on machines. For food, for example, I have this theory about foxes.
Meat?
Raw meat. Bloody meat. See? Natural causation.
You've thought a lot more about foxes. You said a great man made...
Indeed. He was, I believe, a student of the natural, the great Montana recreations. His voice, someday, perhaps.
I should get going.
Of course.
If I run across any, I'll...
Ursus americanus, the magnificent American black bear. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
How would you like to find yourself cornered by that thing?
I suspect I'd like it very much indeed. What a beautiful beast you were!
Visitor Center's a bust. I'm recording the strategic and operational value at roughly 0. Squat. Visitor Center's a bust. I'm recording the strategic and operational value at roughly 0. Squat. No reason we shouldn't pack the staff onto a vert, send them back to Nowheresville as soon as the gates are locked. Enjoy basic income, ding-dongs.
Handy. These are helpful. Bitter, though.